merch. New merch. It's me and my daughter right there. Take a look at the back. The Adult School Marco podcast is my Cash App. Yeah. Adult School Marco podcast. Listen on Spotify. We live. We live. We live. We live, y'all. It's me in London right there. Adult School Marco podcast. Cash App on the back. Cash at me, Marco Fultz Beast, or Adult School Marco. Let's get into some of these reaction videos, y'all. I've been building up an impressive library. So, it's my first time doing this. It's a long time coming. I've been wanting to start this for a long time. Welcome to my YouTube algorithms. I got a playlist already queued up, so I'm hoping this goes well. Adult School with Marco podcast, the trillest, realest school in America and today. Adult School with Marco podcast. Adult School with Marco podcast, the trillest, realest school in America and today. Adult School with Marco podcast, the trillest, realest school in America and today. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, y'all can cash at me, man. All my links is in the description. So if y'all want to stay more in tune with me, hit me up on Apple, hit me up on BandLab, Spotify, the trillest, realest school in America and today, God's Army. Matter of fact, let's while we're here, do something real quick. Edit this QR code because I'm not subscribed to that no more. I was subscribed to it. I paid $40 for 1 month to get a QR code, but I didn't know I had to do that, so let's just edit that. But yeah, I'm in the filmography, I think that's how you said, filmography, podcasting, songwriting, comedy, security, gaming. Hit my gamer tag on PS4 Pro, Chief Malotto Papi. This is my real phone number, so get at me. Chief Malotto Papi on BandLab is my links. My email, Adult School Marco Podcast at Gmail. Hit my first Cash App, hit my second Cash App, hit my PayPal, hit my Facebook. Support the boy and what I got going on. Well, let's okay, so look, I've been wanting to do this for a long time. I'm excited. I got I'll show y'all how many videos I got queued up. Obviously, it'll take a long time. But I mean, some of the stuff, like, okay, in my playlist, right? Butterfly Soldier series. I did one watch along. The rest of the season is fire. Like, if y'all ain't seen McGraw, Ave, H Block, run through all of that. Season 3, I think, is still going. Gonna be doing some cave diving reaction videos. But right here is this new series I'm starting. But just to show y'all I got a lot of NBA 2K25 My Team videos. Gotta add probably this last one to the Batman Asylum right quick. Let's just do that right quick while I'm here. Add this to my playlist. But yeah, man, I'm getting back in that podcast mode. I've taken months off, and right now I'm just kind of slowly getting back. So if y'all familiar with Adult School Marco podcast, first of all, I created my podcast in 2021. Think I uploaded my first episode on SoundCloud, then we eventually spun back around to Spotify. Shout out to Anchor, which is now Spotify for podcasters. So same name but different content. Got some business cards. You can't really see right there. A little bit. But yeah, but anyway, alright, so let's just jump into this this criminal just went viral. Almost got like almost 1,900 videos saved.
You don't get to look calm anymore. I saw the messages. I know exactly who you've been meeting after shift. You went through my...
Let's watch this one. Police find grandma's decapitated body.
It smells like kerosene almost being burnt.
On March 26, 2021, Marion County deputies in Florida responded to a welfare check for 77-year-old Alice Trench. When an officer arrived at the home, something felt off. What he didn't know is that this would be the most disturbing call of his career.
Hey, I came out here to do a well-being check on someone, and when I walk up to the door, it smells like kerosene burning kind of smell, and there's no one coming to the door. I don't know how to explain the smell, but it does not smell great. It smells like something like, it smells like kerosene. I don't like the friggin' smell of it when I walk up to the door. I only smell it when I walk up, and I don't know what it is. It stinks, but it doesn't smell like dead people. It smells like, yeah, kind of chemically. I was just hanging out front, and actually I'll walk around the property to see if I can see anything out back. There's a tall fence, but I'll see if I can stand over it. Just says she's been trying to call her all morning. Hey, it's the 6412. Can you have a fire rescue respond? Like, when I walk up to the door here, it smells really bad, like a kerosene, propane-y smell. Awesome. They don't have to be 1018, but it's just funny smell, and I don't want to open the door and the house blow up. Hey, how are you doing today? Have you seen that neighbor recently? Not this one, 2 houses down.
Oh, Alice, Nick?
Yes, Miss Alice.
I haven't seen him, no. I don't usually go over there at all.
Gotcha. You haven't seen him driving in and out recently or anything?
Not today.
Did you see him yesterday?
Yeah, she goes up and down the street quite a bit.
Like walking or?
No, driving.
Driving? Okay, what does she drive? Is it the car that's in the driveway? It's like a dark, kind of grayish black Cadillac?
Yes, that one.
Okay.
Is her car.
Gotcha. Her daughter's calling, worried about her, and I've knocked on the door and it smells kind of gassy, like propane. So I don't know. We're waiting on fire rescue.
Maybe go knock on it. Maybe she...
No, don't knock on the door.
She gets in so much trouble. Does she know that it's a wellness check, maybe? Only because, the police are called so much because of Nick, her grandson.
Oh, who's her grandson?
All I know is by Nick. I don't have anything to do with him.
What's he look like?
He's a nice looking young man.
Has he ever been found not with clothes on? Is he kind of, no?
I really don't know.
We found a young guy not too far down the road from here without any clothing on.
Today?
And he wouldn't tell us his name. We couldn't figure out who he was. It was probably about an hour or two ago.
I know that the police have been there a lot, and I feel bad for her. She's raising him. I mean, he's an adult. He's not a teenager. But I know one time there must have been 15 officers that came down, and they were pounding on her door, and they were saying, "Come out, or I'm going to bust the door down." She had to be scared to death.
Gotcha. I'm gonna talk to him real quick, see if he's maybe seen them this morning. Thank you. Sir, how you doing today? Have you seen them today?
No.
No, you haven't seen either one of them?
She's home because the car's there. Now, early this morning, about 3 o'clock, I went up to get a newspaper. His bedroom's right there. His light was on, so he was there then. And I'm talking about 3 o'clock in the morning.
Okay, do you know if they use like kerosene lanterns or anything for heat?
I have no idea. But he's got so many tools in that shed, he probably could have one.
Okay, there's like a kind of a gas smell coming from the door, so I don't want to open it.
Really?
And it could just be he may be working on something in the garage and it's getting out there, but I don't want to open the door and it be whatever it may be and something blow up.
She's home because the car's there.
All right.
That's all I can tell you.
No, that's all right. We appreciate it. We'll hang out until fires are gonna get here and make sure there's nothing worrisome as far as that smell. I'm gonna hang out behind my car. What is it? You want me to tell them to send an engine, or are they already coming?
Marion County.
It appears there's possibly a fire inside. Fire's making entry. It's smoking. The second they kicked that door open, smoke rolled out. So it was either smoldering or... That's what I was wondering. But I'm not going over there because it smells bad.
Smart.
Yes, sir.
A little work now, huh?
Yeah, well, we just got the son earlier. He was running naked like a mile that way, and he lives here. I'm about to tape it up for crime scene.
Shortly after fire crews entered the home, they reported a deceased individual, shifting the case to a homicide investigation. As the scene developed, the first officer realized the strange call from earlier that day about a naked man outside a nearby daycare might be connected. That man was identified as 31-year-old Nicholas Trench, the grandson of the woman believed to be inside the house.
You heard the naked guy that we had to
There's
go
a lot of people in their 30s just tweaking.
There was a naked guy, I can't think of his name, last name's Trench, Nicholas. You know that daycare place on the right if you're heading towards the Oaks, like in the back of that plaza? Yeah. He was over there naked, and he destroyed the fence and was washing himself off with the hose. Shortly after that, I guess it's been about an hour and a half or so now later, I got a signal 54 here for a well-being check, and I go up to the door, and I smell something that smells like kind of kerosene-y, but it made me a little lightheaded. So I went back up and I knocked again, I smelled it again, I didn't feel right, and I was like, I'm gonna call fire. And I guess she's in there on the bed that's on fire.
You want me to get a dog to go through the woods to see if we can find any clothing or anything in the woods from here to their place?
When you got here, was the door still locked?
I didn't try and open it because I didn't know if it was propane leaking or whatever.
So
I
you
didn't
smelled something and said, hey, I'm not going in.
I backed out, yeah.
Okay. And you guys were originally called for a well-being check here. It's a hell of a day so far, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is your first homicide?
First one on my own, yeah.
Inside the home, investigators made a disturbing discovery. The victim had been decapitated and dismembered. By law, interior footage of the residence is withheld to protect privacy.
You good in there?
Yeah, I shut the water off in the shower just to preserve any kind of evidence that's in the shower. Other than that, I mean, I looked around. I mean,
Who turned that on?
it was on.
I wonder who turned it. We didn't turn that on.
I'm sure he did it.
Okay.
We're gonna be looking for a head and an arm because I did not see it in the bathroom.
Oh, great. And he was between here and that daycare?
Yeah, so we got a canine coming.
I was walking through the woods looking for his clothes earlier.
See a head? No. Okay. Well, we can mark that area off. That's good.
Looks like a gas can or kerosene can by the front door.
So there's your smell.
That was the kerosene.
Pretty soon we'll become little pawns in this game.
You and me both.
That's it, pal.
Even for the smart people.
The wisers. I call them wisers because they figure out why. They're the ones that figure out why it happened. We mitigate tragedy. That's what we do.
Okay, there is a suitcase when you walk in that front bedroom. There's a red suitcase on the floor with a bunch of those blankets. Body parts could be in that suitcase. Okay.
As the homicide investigation at the house continued, deputies already had their potential suspect in custody. Nicholas Trench had been detained earlier that day following the daycare incident. He was now being transported to the Marion County Jail, where he'd be placed in a holding room and questioned about the death of his grandmother.
Keep walking.
Oh, he definitely did
We're not
it.
gonna play that game. Come on. You can do it. There you go. Left foot, right foot. See, much better.
Heavy right there.
We're not gonna play that game.
It's one of those things where they don't pay you enough. All right, keep walking. Hey, appreciate it.
It smells like pot down here, hardcore.
Yeah, we just passed evidence. All right, come on. Have a seat right there in that seat. We'll get you some water.
Thank you.
Yep, have a seat right there. I'll be right back. You said you wanted the water, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
He got manners, but he just killed his grandma.
All right.
Thank you so much, sir. Have a good day, though.
Yep.
That boy possessed.
Hey, how are you? Did you get enough to drink?
Yes.
Okay, good.
My name's Billy. This is John. We're detectives here at the Sheriff's Office. What's your first name? Nichols. And your last name? Church. Now, you're going to have to go over... I'm sitting in a room with two detectives. I woke up in jail 30, 40 minutes ago. And we're going to talk about a lot of things.
You all cut up. Are you all right? What happened to your hand?
Well, I do remember one thing before waking up in jail. I fought something that you guys think, or if I even said, you put me in a room bin.
Can you just take us through your day?
Well,
You said that you woke up.
besides waking up in jail, I was attacked by another man.
Can you take us through and tell us what happened? What
I
happened?
don't really want to go into the grave in details, but
See, you're kind of scratched up there.
these are quite thin and they're long scratches, and they come from something that has long nails and they're very sharp nails.
Where did that happen? Where were you at when you were attacked? Where do you live at? Do you know your address?
Southwest 75th Terrace.
Is that where you woke up this morning?
No, I woke up in jail. Where was I arrested at?
Daycare?
Yeah, daycare?
Tell us, where did you get attacked?
I'm guessing it would be in between my house and that daycare, because there is a daycare off of the road that you turn on the road to my house.
Why were you in the daycare?
75th Terrace house with.
My grandmother.
Where's she at right now?
I don't know.
What is your grandmother's name?
Alice Trench. Yeah, I just remember feeling like real drunk, and then I'm walking around and I'm trying to get out of the sun, and I remember walking out of the woods to this parking lot, and then I just tried to go walk up to where there's shade. I heard a bunch of people yelling and stuff. I didn't know I was naked. I didn't feel I was naked or anything.
Do you use drugs or alcohol?
I used to. I've been on probation for a little while now. I almost feel like I was like hypnotized or something.
Where did you go to bed last night?
It's a random question. You ever heard that Led Zeppelin song?
Which one?
That smell.
Is that Led Zeppelin?
Yeah. Ooh, that smell. And you smell it.
I've heard that. I've heard that song.
That's a good song, isn't it?
It is. So, what's going on with the grandma?
She's an older lady. She kind of hangs out at the house all day with the cats. And
Led Zeppelin, like, why are you mentioning me?
I mean, as much as you could with an elderly lady, Why are you asking me about my grandmother?
We're just trying to figure out, obviously you don't remember where you were, and just trying to get a little bit of history, man. Who lives with you and your grandma?
It's just me and my grandmother. My grandfather passed away about 4 years ago. She's not in the best of health, so I choose to work at the house instead of having to be away from the house. My grandmother's okay.
We're hoping you can tell us.
What are you trying to insinuate?
I'm not trying to insinuate.
Where?
We're trying to ask you where you were. Most people, unless they experience a significant brain injury or something like that, they're going to remember at least some details about what happened with their day.
I don't remember anything. The last thing I remember was I'm at my house and I'm working on...
What were you working on?
Talk to Billy. I'll be right back.
I think I was working on a friend's Hyundai. It was maybe like Monday or Tuesday.
And you don't remember any of the rest of your week?
Nothing at all.
It's a pretty nasty cut you got on your hand there. You cut yourself with like a saw or something?
I got attacked by somebody. What's this? Oh my God.
What happened there?
Oh.
You got some good scratches there, man.
What's today?
Friday.
And this all happened today. You found me at the daycare today on Friday.
Yeah. Come on, you know what happened.
I came home I was around the corner of a friend's house. I usually forget my keys, but she never leaves the door unlocked. The door was unlocked.
All right, what happened when you got home?
I walked in the house and there was somebody else in there. And then I just went, that's where I was attacked at. I remember the alarms waking me up. Beep, 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 beep. I went running after somebody. And then I wake up and I'm on a cold bench in jail.
Where was your grandma when you came home? When this person attacked you, what did you do to defend yourself?
I remember going to go towards my room, but I looked towards the left and my grandmother wasn't laying on a bed. I said, "Nah." I didn't get a response. And then that's where a fight happened. It happened somewhere right by the front door. And I'm out cold and the fire alarms are going off. I wake up. I chased after somebody from the woods. And I wake up and I'm by a daycare.
Well, I'm not a psychologist or anything like that, okay? But sometimes when people experience really traumatic things, their brain can shut out parts of experiences, right? We kind of want to find out what it is that you don't remember, because that's really, really important.
There was this old man that I used to help out. Everything I did for this man, he always found some type of wrong in it. He would play a lot of these like mind games, and my grandma would tell me, "Stay away from this guy, stay away from this guy." and I would never listen to her about people. His name was Robert. And I remember being very worried about Robert.
What does he have to do with this?
He was just a very close friend of mine. After me and him had a falling out, I wouldn't be at home sometimes and I would get like a feeling he's going to do something to me or my house or my grandmother. I would always worry about my grandmother. And a good friend of mine, my friend that lives around the corner, says, I don't want him in my house. He would say these weird things and he was into voodoo-related shit.
Okay.
And he would say spiritual stuff. He would always talk about the spiritual. But he would make you feel terrified sometimes.
We deal with a lot of dangerous people.
Weird guy, man. He's a weird guy.
Yeah.
I would always wonder, as we had that falling out, I felt this dude's gonna seek some type of revenge.
Well, what happened in the house? Tell me what happened. What's in your house?
Next thing I know, I'm waking up with the fire alarms going on.
And you don't know who this person is?
I want to save him.
You want to save his life. Why don't we take a break for a second? I want you to think really hard. Think part and part of what happened when you don't remember, okay?
Y'all think this is an act or is he really like that? Let me know in the comments. He may be mentally impaired. I don't know.
My daughter control that motherfucker. 6 months, man. If I get my hands on that motherfucker.
All smart things to say in a recording interrogation room, by the way.
Alright. Okay, so we got the detective looking into some stuff, okay? Listen, what do you mean, like a picture, or? No, I don't think you did. No, I don't think you did, man. I think you got some stuff that you need to get off your chest. I think there's probably some stuff that you're kind of embarrassed to talk about, but we talk to people all the time. Nobody in this room is going to judge what happened to you, okay? We have to get that information from you, or we have to assume the worst. We want you to tell your story and tell us what happened today. Are you going to talk to us, or are you just going to look at your feet? We know that you guys didn't get along and you have a lot of problems. Why don't you get gasoline on you? And I'll, you smell like gasoline.
You're smelling it. Because I was trying to remember by the kitchen. What did you smell? She was up by the shower was burning. And then I went up and there's black smoke. Over into the woods. Barefoot. What? Barefoot.
Did you get into an argument with your grandma? I talked to a detective and said that you guys like argued a lot. Like she was like, what? A detective said there was a case involving you, and she told me that there was never a detective involved in it.
Talk to him. What?
What are you talking about? Did you get arrested in fact?
Take care of my grandmother. What are you trying to insinuate? I told you Robert Dalton was in my house.
Is it possible you mistook Robert for somebody else, like your grandma?
You know what? This conversation's over. This conversation's over because I see what you're doing. I see what you're trying to do.
We're just trying to figure out what happened.
I told you Robert Dalton was in my house and I was attacked by Robert Dalton in my house. I see what you guys are trying to do. You're a scumbag. You know that?
I don't call worse. We're just trying to figure out what happened to your grandma.
This conversation's over.
I haven't called worse.
I would never do anything that wrong with my grandmother.
Okay.
I will never, ever, ever do anything that wrong with my grandmother.
Alright, I'll be right back, bud.
Yeah, man. We still, this is being recorded. I don't smell like anything. This detective making wild accusations that are not true. Not only to do that, but look at his injuries.
Come on, Buck. Watch your step going down right here. Oh, good job.
When they say come on, bud, it's over.
Yeah, pretty much. not a big fan of Florida, though.
Watch your head when you get in, killer.
And I'll get the, like I said, it's gonna be warm.
Kill. Why'd you call me kill? I'll never harm a soul. Never harm anybody.
What'd he say?
All right, appreciate it. Will do. Watch your step going down right here. Oh, good job. Yeah, pretty much. Not a big fan of Florida, though. Right,
watch your head when you get in, killer.
And then I'll get the, like I said, it's gonna be warm.
Kill. Why'd you call me kill? I'll never harm a soul. Never harm anybody.
All right, appreciate it. Will do.
The victim was identified as 77-year-old Alice Trench. Her grandson, Nicholas Trench, was charged with second-degree murder, arson, and abuse of a dead body. Investigators determined he strangled and beat his grandmother to death before decapitating her and severing her left arm. The body parts were placed in a laundry basket inside the shower, where water was left running. He then set a fire inside the home in an attempt to destroy evidence. He ultimately pleaded guilty and, in August 2022, received a life sentence. He is currently incarcerated at the Dade Correctional Institution in Homestead, Florida, with no eligibility for early release except through a governor's pardon or clemency.
Yo, alright. That was lit. So we just got through our first
On October 31st,
episode.
2025, officers were dispatched.
We just got through our first episode of This Criminal Just Went Viral. Yeah, I got 1,870 videos saved so far, so yeah, I could do this for a long time. But I'm gonna wrap it up right there. Let me know what y'all thought in the comments. Dude definitely deserved a life sentence. I mean, he killed his grandma. Man, y'all straighten up, man. Don't be like this guy, okay? If you get the choice later on in the day, hug your grandma, alright? Don't cut her head off. Until then, until next time, Adult School Marco Podcast, the trillest, realest school in America. Peace.